opinions expressed on this podcast are solely those of the individuals involved and do not necessarily reflect the views of the podcast host, its sponsors, or any affiliate organizations. The information provided on this podcast is for general information purposes only and should not be considered as professional advice. Listeners are advised to consult with professionals in relevant fields regarding their specific situation. The podcast host and its affiliates shall not be held responsible for any action taken or not taken based on the information provided on this podcast.
Welcome back to the Concept Podcast. Y'all know what to do. I told y'all we was going to be more consistent with this. Hey, and we getting to it. Today, we got some special guests, some unseen faces, and we got some good, manly talk. You know what I'm saying? We going to get them girls. Don't worry about it. Don't hold me to it. We going to get them girls on here. All-girl panel coming soon with Shy. So y'all know how it's going to go. So y'all already know me. We got Free. We got Terry. Terry, go ahead.
You dig? It's your boy Terry back in the building. Tired.
Yeah, it's been a long day
Long
for sure.
day.
Hey, and then we got here go the special guests. We got
Come on, man.
come
What
on
it
now.
do? Come on, man. What up, Free?
What's good,
Terry, what
baby?
it do, man?
What's good, man?
Hey, man, it's your boy Kurt, man. Live from 870 Arkansas, man. Follow me on Instagram at _Kurt Corleone. We're going to get into it, man. Let me get a sip of water.
Yeah.
Let me get a sip of water.
And then we got
Yo, what up? It's Carlos Nava from Houston, Texas. I'm usually from Little Rock, Arkansas, Conway, and Houston, Texas, and a little bit in Las Vegas. But, we're here right now with Free, my boy Free.
yeah, man. Hey, all I can say is, man, I really appreciate you guys coming to show love with me, man. This will start to some fresh and new in Little Rock, and we gonna take it all the way for sure. So before we get into the conversation, let's do a little bit deeper introductions. Tell us what y'all do.
Okay.
Who is Kurt?
For sure, man. Hey, you know what? That's a question, bro.
That's a question.
That's a question, man. Kurt is a father, bro. A God-fearing man first. A man that's not scared to fail. Family man. You feel me? Businessman.
For sure.
Shout out to my guys over there in Right Now Property Solution, man. So, hey, check this out. No shame plug, Free.
Yeah.
No shame plug. If you got a house in Arkansas, man, call your boy, man. I'll get you an offer. Don't worry about that, all right?
Yes, sir. And Carlos, man, tell us who is Carlos?
Man, I'm Carlos Nava. I'm 26-year-old from Houston, Texas, born and raised. Came to Arkansas a year ago. I do my camps out here for boxing. I'm 16-0 as a professional boxer. I'm also a father, so I have that fatherhood in me, like my boy here. I have two boys. They're young, back home in Houston right now. Besides that, I'm gonna say I'm an entrepreneur and an artist. Like I just like being creative and doing new things and learning new things. I'm like a sponge right now, so I'm trying to get all the wisdom I can and just keep going. Like I'm just in my toolbox right now.
Yeah, for sure, man. I like that. I like that a lot.
Duffy.
My boy Los, he hit me up, shout out FPL Production, that's what I do on the flip side. So we connected through that through a mutual friend. Shout out my boy G. Kurt, that's fan.
Come on now.
That's fan.
Come on now.
We couldn't be no closer. So and everybody know Terry, lock us in.
Locked in like a caged animal.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, and while we're here, I do want to do a mental check. How y'all mental? Everything, how y'all week been going? Y'all mental good?
Man, everything been straight, bro. It's been a long week though. We had them storms.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, Little Rock, bro. Everybody straight our way?
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure, bro. We had crazy storms here. So, unfortunately, we still without some lights, but, we got the fam locked into a hotel, man, until everything blow over, so it's smooth. So, but other than that, man, everything good, man. I can't complain. And I can honestly say that for me, bro, I'm working my way to kind of figuring out what whole look like.
Yeah, I like
feel
that.
me?
I like that.
Yeah, I'm not there yet. I still got some stuff that I kind of deal with, but I kind of find myself just kind of searching for what does whole look like for Kurt.
Yeah.
So, but other than that, man, everything look good. Everything smooth.
Carlo, how your mental health going, man?
I just as a young male, as a young athlete and young father, I feel like we just can't quit. We got to keep going. You know, we just can't let down, let up. We got to keep having faith and keep going. You know, like I don't think any of us are whole. You know, we always healing. We always going hard, and we just keep going until the wheels fall off. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Terry, how you doing, man?
I'm making it. You know, just another day closer to baby girl being here.
Yeah.
It's my first child, so it's been a mental battle.
Congratulations, brother.
I appreciate it, man. It's been a mental battle,
Bro, I
honestly.
want to say congratulations so bad.
Yeah, we
But-
definitely gotta talk about it.
Man, you finna have a girl. How does that feel, bro?
Honestly and truthfully, it was something I needed
For real.
because throughout life I've made a lot of mistakes
Yeah.
with young ladies and females in my life
Hmm.
For sure.
that I regret deeply. But you know, having a daughter now, it's like, all right, it makes you think back on like all the stuff that you did. Like
For sure.
you don't want nobody doing that to your child.
For sure.
I went to a church service this morning, bro, and basically God forgives our sins, bro. Like, just keep going. You know what I mean? Like he puts the daughter in your life because he's showing you like how you should love a woman, and you know you don't want no man or no young male trying to hurt your daughter. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
So-
and that's what I'm starting to learn. Like it's a
Yeah.
different kind of love. Like I see how free he is with his girls. Like it's a different kind of love. Sure.
Yeah, for sure. Last but not least, you know, my mental good. I'm cool, you know, cool how I be cool. I think men's mental health is swept under the rug a lot, so I like to do a courtesy check for sure. But while we on, you know, everybody got kids. Let's talk about fatherhood. What fatherhood mean to y'all?
Man, you know what, bro? That's an interesting question for several reasons because, like, you know, dude. I mean, cause for me, bro, fatherhood is important.
For sure.
It's like highly important because I mean, not putting too much on my past with my pops and but it's just important for me to just figure out like how to do it right, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But like, how do you like want to do something right so bad, but you ain't even seen what was right?
You ain't seen what was right.
You ain't seen what was right. You don't know what's right. So you just trying to do the best you can. But I heard this dude. He said one time, he said, man, sometimes you just got to keep on living. So like, as I become like I'm 31 now, I ain't been through a lot, but I done been through enough.
For sure.
Thanks.
You feel me? So like now that I'm looking back, starting to become a father, like my son, shoot, like he'll be 5. You feel me? So like now I'm starting to see everything from a different type of lens.
Yeah.
And even though I don't have the best relationship with my pops, like it's taught me how to now start extending like grace to my childhood self that couldn't extend grace to him
For sure.
for what the past looked like. Now, we all got choices, but like so it's like what they call a double-edged sword.
Yeah.
Because now it's kind of like, man, but at the end of the day, you was still the household man.
Mm-hmm.
So like the same thing you had to do is what I had to do now. So when it wasn't done, and I think back on that, it's kind of like, well, did you do the best you could?
For sure.
You feel me? So, but sometimes, bruh, for me, like it ain't even all about that now, man. And I'm just like learning how to give him grace. Like I ain't really chopped it up with him,
Yeah.
but I still forgave him.
Yeah.
You feel me? So now it's just for me, bro. If it's down to me coaching, I'm coaching.
Yeah.
If it's down to me, he crying, I'm figuring out what's going on, communicating. I ain't just trying to like shut him down and not learn like not teaching him how to communicate with himself.
Yeah.
So, fatherhood is, man, it's gonna be what it is, but it's cool for now though.
For sure. And I want to piggyback off that, man. I can attest to what you just said, because unfortunately, I was put in a pretty hard position coming up as a kid. My mama married my stepdad. My stepdad manned up and became my dad, And then they didn't tell me my dad was my dad until I was of age, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So that kind of put me in a, like, I had abandonment issues for a long time. Like, I felt unwanted, and I ain't know how to navigate that. And even to this day, rest in peace, my pops, but to my biological father, we still ain't never, I'm 30, and I've been knowing this information for 17 years. It's we still never sat down and had a conversation. I personally think that's a conversation he don't want. So when I look at the broad perspective of being a father, I just know my two girls gotta know that I'm here regardless. Like, that's my baseline, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Thick and thin, you can come to your pops, tell me anything, whatever you need, I got you. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, as a male, I had like my big brother and folks like that, my uncles, but I still struggle with, like, damn, if my pops didn't want me, who really want me? You know what I'm saying? So that took me through a long battlefield. Even in other aspects of life, I was like, shit, I'm here, I'm gone. Fuck it. If you ain't here, I'm out your life. So I never tried to put myself, like, I ain't never pushed myself on somebody. But I just want my daughters to know, like, shit, whatever. I'm your daddy. It don't matter. It ain't gonna be another man that you gonna call pops that's gonna treat you better or equivalent to how I'm gonna treat you.
Yeah.
That's what fatherhood is for me. You know what I'm saying? I'm that nigga for you.
For
For
sure.
sure.
Yeah, it's crazy, bro, because that's how I met you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when you came home.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's how I met you. And like that's just, bro. But hey, man, shout out to all the people that got good pops.
Yeah, for sure.
Not, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people that got relationships with their pops. Shout out to the people that still trying to figure it out. Either way, man, we all just doing the best we can, bro.
For real.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's no blueprint to it. It's just, putting your kids in the best position of life and protect them at all times, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I'll put my kids on my back and, I'll ride for them. I started at 17, like I was young,
Yeah.
bro. I didn't even want to be a parent at that age. Like I wanted to still party and like turn up, and I was still graduating, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was like, I wasn't forced, but like I knew I had to grow up faster than most people. So I had to cut my young life kind of short.
Yeah.
I don't, I don't regret it, because I know that I'm gonna be able to live more through them,
Mm-hmm.
and I just want them to have the best life they can. Because I mean, I brought them into this world, and nowadays this ain't a great world to be in, but you know what I mean? Like but it's all good though. It's a blessing to have them, and they keep that fire in me fueled up. And
Yeah. It's a motivational point for sure.
For sure.
Like, any advice y'all got for Terry? New father coming.
Man, because I sure need it. Like, bro, it's been days. Like, and I try to mask it with working.
Mhm.
Like, I hadn't been to my civilian 9 to 5. I've been an entrepreneur for the past month straight. Like, I want that to work so bad because I know I will have the free time to do what I need to do with my child
Mhm.
and to be present in that life. Because my regular 9 to 5, which is overnight, so it's not like I'm gonna be MIA, but throughout the day when I know my child is gonna be active, I'll be out cold, sleep somewhere.
Yeah.
I would say don't stress over it. Just know that God got you, and it's all gonna work out, bro. Just let it flow. You know what I mean? Don't be stressing. Just keep grinding, keep working hard, keep your mind right. I think health is wealth. That's like number one, which is nutrition, being active. It could be walking, it could be anything. You just want to be active because if you ain't active, if you ain't alive, then who's gonna watch over the babies? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For sure.
That's where it's at, bro. Health is wealth.
Man, bro. Fuck all that. Get that money.
Get
Now.
that paper.
Yeah.
Now, bro. Like, as much as you can. Because at the end of the day, bro, it ain't nothing like taking care of them kids, bro. And putting them in the best situation possible. Man, I remember, bro, when I had Kai, like when she told me that she was pregnant, in my mind, bro, I'm so crazy. In my mind, I thought he was already here. No lie. Even though I had 9 months to go, I was working uptown, downtown, whatever that needed to happen on the road. Because see, I started to realize that if I was gonna be able to give him the best, which is me, I needed to have money. Cause money was gonna equate to time. The more money I had, the more time I can give. The more money I have, the more time I can invest into him. The more money I got, the more time I can be able to put him into the best places. So, bro, if I had to say anything, bro, man, bro, go chase that paper down. Because at the end of the day, and that's just like one of those conversations that people be like, "Ah, bro, well, do you need?" Like I heard what you had on the last episode.
Okay.
It was like, do you need money to be a good dad?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Or what was it?
Yeah. Does having a good job equate to being a good father?
See, and when I heard that, bro, I was just like, I don't think it equates to being a good father. But see, the time that a man got to invest into his kids equates to a good father.
For sure.
But how can you have that without the money?
Ooh, hey, we needed that.
For
That's a
real.
gem.
Like this man can tell you, like if I ain't been in here, I've been at the house editing, or I done had shoots somewhere. I've been moving.
Bro, go get that paper, bro.
Get
Go
them funds.
Go get that paper, bro, and go stack it as high as you can, as quick as you can. Like my mentor call it now money, because everybody got to have 3 buckets, especially. And see, I didn't realize what he was saying, because sometimes equating into business is the same thing as equating into your real life. Everybody got 3 buckets that you need. You need now money, you need 3 to 6 money, and you need 6 to 12 money. But see, the now money is gonna fund your life for right now. Your 3 to 6 gonna fund your life for the unnecessary, and the 6 to 12 gonna fund the uh-ohs. You see what I'm saying? So you need, anytime you got a little baby on the way, man, that ain't nothing but uh-ohs. Diapers, formula, all that. So, bro, like if I was you, and I'm not trying to start over right now, even though she trying to get me to start over, I'm not trying to have no more kids right now. But bro, go get that paper.
For sure.
For real.
I ain't got too much advice. As a girl dad, I just say patience. Learn how to be comfortable with being uncomfortable, because them first at least 2 gonna be uncomfortable. Cause the first 6 to 7 is gonna be them every 2 hours. You up, you know what I'm saying? All they want is to shit, eat, and sleep. You know what I'm saying? For sure. And then, but that cycle happens so fast that it kind of get you in the like, because you don't have enough time for yourself. Is you get real irritable.
Mm-hmm.
Even though that's your baby, but I'm saying you get irritable to the world too.
Nah, be real though. Like that's your baby, but at the end of the day,
Yeah,
you're gonna get irritated.
yeah. It's you still. It's the baby. It's the everything. Rest when she rests. Do everything you can, like, to maintain a level of mental stability
Mm-hmm.
that you can be a prosperous person, still a prosperous father at that. So yeah, I just say get comfortable with being uncomfortable and maintain your patience. Like we done been over them waters. We done a whole lot of stuff that tested our patience, but ain't none gonna test your patience, but worse or further than your own flesh and blood.
Especially your babies.
Yeah.
For real. So, and then you saying like you work at night. So if you work at night, that mean, old lady,
Mm-hmm.
she got them, you know? So, and then it's like that factor that, and I'm just being real. It's just that factor now, you ain't gonna be there. You're gonna be there in the daytime, but you ain't gonna be there in the nighttime. And see, when them babies, especially when they're young, everything go down at night.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Everything go down at night. Lie.
No, it's not true.
Everything,
Yeah.
everything go down at night.
I was like rocking my baby, and it was like 2 or 3 in the morning, and I was falling asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, everything. Yeah.
Everything go down at night, bro. So, like I know you were saying, and I feel that, you know, you're on that paper chase like real tough.
Mhm.
See, but if you got your time, you know, now you can start equating to, you know, being there a little bit more. And see, that'll help you out too, you know, because one thing about it, hey, don't nobody want to be in no situation to where they woman regretting them because they ain't there.
Yeah.
That's a whole different type of conversation. That's a whole different type of pressure on a person that you really ain't even ready for. For real. Hey, that's just real
Hey,
talk.
Got some gems for you, man. We got some gems for you.
That's the type of there's no comment after that one.
Yeah.
Dang.
All right, I'm finna turn the tables for a more lighthearted. I got a question for y'all. It's funny. So this like jokes. This for jokes.
Oh shit.
All right. So the joke is, would you rather?
Uh-oh.
I don't like the way that started.
Let me get a sip of water.
Get a sip, man. Get a
tripping.
sip.
You tripping.
Would you rather have sexual intercourse with your mom and your girlfriend body, or your girlfriend and your mama body?
Free what?
No, I ain't gonna lie, because I sent it to you the other day.
Yo,
Free
it's his
what?
fault. It's his fault.
What's that word called? Celibate?
Free. Man, what you got going
I
on?
had to brighten the mood, man.
Nah, that one was wild. When I saw it, it was crazy.
What's the question?
Would you rather have sexual intercourse with your girlfriend and your mama body, or your mama and your girlfriend body?
No comment.
No comment.
No comment, bro. Like, look, no comment.
To save a
Pass.
life. To save a life.
To save a life? Listen, I'm saving my own life. What you talking about, bro?
It's going.
Hey, you answer the
I
question.
was gonna say, what's your answer, man?
See, I'm gonna answer it. I would rather fuck my mama and my girlfriend body, because I ain't fucking my mama body. That's her body. At the end of the day, they gonna switch back.
And see, that's the thing. But now your mama know what type of time you really be on.
Hey, and mama, keep it to yourself.
That's too
That's
crazy.
I mean, shit.
That's
She
corny.
wiped my ass when I was a baby.
No, that's too crazy, bro. I ain't fooling with you.
I ain't gonna
bro.
lie, because in some cases, bro, your mama don't need to know how freaky he is.
Yeah, bro. That's
Who said it had to be the best?
wow, bro. Look, and see, my dog ain't even saying that. He just
ain't
thinking.
said that.
He thinking.
We're gonna have to cut that.
All right, so to bring it back up to speed, Carl, I got some questions for you, man.
What's up, big dog? I got you.
In the boxing realm, man, like who's the hardest to fight? White boys, black boys, Mexicans, Hispanic? I'm sorry, please don't kick my ass. I'm not classifying all Latina Hispanic people as Mexican. I know the difference.
I mean, we all bleed, you know. Like I feel like it's a even playing field, but it depends what you know. Like
Yeah.
the knowledge you got as a fighter, as a person. And I think white fighters, they're tough. You know, they'll bang it out. You know,
Yeah.
Mexican fighters, they got heart, so they'll keep coming.
Mm-hmm.
Black fighters, they're quick, they're reflective.
Yeah.
So it depends, bro, who you're in there with. Because I mean, me, I'm a boxer, but I got reflexes and I can move. Like people think I'm gonna just come straight in like a typical Mexican fighter. You know what I mean? But like I kind of fight like Floyd. Like I
Yeah.
like to shoulder roll. I like to move around. I like to box. It's just me. So really, it's just whoever.
You know what? I'm not gonna actually let you escape that question. See, you that type of guy. Yeah, you that guy. You gonna answer a question and then just leave it open.
He gonna
But-
say enough to where you don't even
Yeah,
think
you
about
don't. Yeah,
what you asked him no more.
and see them the people you really gotta watch for real. So I'm watching this guy.
Yeah.
But answer the question. Which one is it? You gotta choose one, bro.
I mean, personally, like me as a fighter, I would say
Well, let's
them tough fights are the Mexican fighters because they keep coming. They're gonna keep coming. You drop him, he's gonna get back up and try to come back. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He coming hard
He's
too.
coming hard, yeah, and they're coming with like they all have hard heads.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to chop that body. You don't chop that body, he's gonna keep coming.
Mm-hmm.
That's my answer.
Nah, that's true.
I wish I would have stuck.
Nah,
with
that's
boxing.
cool, bro.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I boxed as a kid. I wish I would have stuck with it.
Bro, you was a boxer?
Yeah.
You know what? I'm not having a hard time believing that, but I can believe it to a certain extent.
Why you say that?
Maybe it's the glasses.
Oh, yeah, I didn't wear glasses as a kid.
Yeah, maybe it's the glasses.
I didn't start wearing glasses till like for real till like 5 years ago.
For real? You getting old, bro. You getting old. That's how that mean.
What I was gonna say, I done got off track. Hey, I ain't getting. I'm young. I'm staying in my youth.
I'm the youngest I'll ever be again.
He old.
Sheesh.
Free like I'm young, but he over here like
Yeah, you know. That's that.
My boy been squinting since he been in the chair. Can't even find the camera.
I got some. How do y'all feel about women entitlement? Like, what is entitlement? Like, do y'all feel like, you know, they say when you give something the first time, it's like it's a sense of appreciation. You give it you get the same thing a second time without eggs for context. You give it a second time, it breeds like a sense of want. So you appreciate it, now you want it. And then the third time they say it's a sense of entitlement, like now you should just do it because.
This going back to your Apple scenario.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So like how y'all feel about entitlement with y'all partners, if you got it?
I think it's stupid, to be honest. Like I feel like it should be 50-50.
Okay.
I feel like she should put in and I should put in. I don't think none of us should put in more of, unless you're paying the bills and covering more than what she's covering. Then I think that's more of like she should put in more. She should take care of you, nurture you, and take care of everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then again, it's like women they're just more emotional, so they're thinking some like their brain is wired a different way than men.
Right.
We're like wired like, oh, I don't really care, like, you know, like this and that, and you know, I'll buy you flowers, I'll do this and that, and they're gonna be like, oh, that's lovey-dovey type of shit. But us as men, we just, I mean, honestly, let's just be real, like pussy's pussy. Like, what can you bring to the table that other women can't? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
That's where I'm at.
And I ain't gonna cap. N-words don't like to hear this from me. I'm a 50-50 nigga too. Like, it is what it is. Like, I do my part for sure.
Mhm.
Don't get it twisted. Like, I'm the breadwinner, woo-de-woo, all that. I still do my manly duties. But I still like a 50-50 aspect. Now, what I want to say, too, is the parts are not as equal.
Mm-hmm.
So when I say I'm a 50-50, I'm really meaning it as 100-100 because I might be the breadwinner, but my wife is definitely the more nurturer.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, she gonna have to change them diapers, wash them dishes. You know what I'm saying? But that's her part. Even though she worked too, I still change some diapers and motherfucking wash some dishes too. Mm-hmm. It might not be to the same extent as her, but she don't work to the same extent as me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel like the 50-50 kind of is shit on,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that comes from a person that has a point to prove, or they was just raised that way. You know what I'm saying? So for people that shit on 50-50 niggas, it's me. I'm niggas. You know, like I'm not. I can't shit on the 50-50 niggas because my worth ain't a woman's worth, and it will never be a woman's worth. I can't sit down with my little girls and nurture them the same way they can from their mama, which is why they will run to their mama.
Yeah, for sure.
First, and at least, if it's out of 100, at least 90 different ways before they come say, hey, daddy, this what I need, you know what I'm saying? So I appreciate a 50-50 nigga. Appreciate y'all.
And you want to know something? Zoom in. Let me tell you something. Zoom in. Ladies, if you out there and you complaining or you feel like somebody can't honey, that's why you looking at me right now and you ain't got no damn body. You ain't got nobody, ain't gonna have nobody, or that's why you got somebody, but he only there at nighttime. You feel me? It's nothing wrong. It's nothing wrong with none 50-50. It ain't wrong with no 75. Let me tell you something, man. When I was before I got into the business,
Okay.
I was in college, UALR. Bro, I had some class. Man, shout out to my dog, man. I ain't gonna put his name out there. You lucky. You lucky I still graduated because I was gonna put your name out there. But it was my advisor. Man, bro messed up on my stuff. I ain't had the money. I think it was like 2,500, something like that. I ain't had the bread to go take them last classes to be able to graduate at that time. And see, shout out to my girl, boo. You know, I love you, girl. You know what I'm talking about? You know how I feel about you, you feel me? But she had the money. You know what I'm saying? And she gave me the money so I can be able to take my last classes, and I graduated.
For sure.
People don't even know that. That's how I graduated. Because I wouldn't have graduated because I ain't have enough enough loans to pull out and pull that. I exhausted everything.
Yeah.
Didn't have the bread to be able to go take the last classes. So she took the 2,500, gave it to me. I passed the class. I graduated. That's how I did it. Now, I may fast forward 2025. You know, brothers doing.
It look good on the other side.
Everything straight. But even though I may, I may make more money than she do. So I may take care of a little bit more than she take care of, but she ain't never been afraid to like even show that she's willing to put whatever she need to put in to be able to take care of whatever need to be taken care of, even though I got it. You know what I'm saying? And see, that's why she engaged and you not. Straight up. I'm being real. That's why she engaged and you not. And see, a lot of people too. Is this a safe space?
This is a safe space.
Is this a safe
Sure.
space?
Say what you need to say.
Listen, bro. And see, that go into also, people pressuring people that, you feel me? Like you sitting around pressuring somebody, don't let it be how long you didn't been with somebody and you ain't popped no question or nothing like that. Come on now. Look, he rubbing the chair. He rubbing the chair. So like, bro, man, people, mind your business. Love who you love. Bring what you got to the table and let it be that. Ladies, don't be talking about you no table because can't nobody eat off the table. You still gotta have food to put on the table, fam, with a plate.
For sure.
You feel me? So like, man, cut all that out. Everybody be what everybody be. You bring in what I can, I bring in what I can. In order to make a pie, you still gotta have certain ingredients. So whether I'm the crust and you the filling, we still gonna eat good. You feel me?
And you know what I say? At the end of the day, too, everybody want a piece of that pie.
Mm-hmm.
Sure, better.
Why can't you get a slice? You ain't put no ingredients in that motherfucker.
Listen, bro. At the end of the day gotta end.
And that's a fact.
And that's a fact. That's a fact.
Now, for me, I ain't gonna lie to you. Like, I don't call myself the breadwinner of my household
For sure.
because we both, we put what we need to put.
50-50.
I ain't gonna say it's 50-50 because I know at the end of the day, I'm head of household.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I hold the ultimate decision for my household.
Mm-hmm.
She has to say so. Like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I don't think that's a smart idea.
Well, hold up, bro. You wanna know what's crazy though? Most women these days, we're just gonna be real. They say that, and see, that's cool. I like that. I like that for you too. Because see, that shows the respect for a woman that got it for a man. And that's go down to biblical terms. Because some people say, look at you already know what I'm talking about. If you ain't the breadwinner, bro, you ain't got no say so in here.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't got no say so in here. So that's cool, bro, because like at the end of the day, that show like how much respect your woman really got for you. And there ain't nothing wrong with that.
I mean, like, nominally, I make more.
For sure.
But me personally, I don't consider myself the breadwinner.
Yeah.
Because if I didn't have her support, I wouldn't be able to go out here and do what I do.
For sure.
Yeah, and can I ask, Carl, I'm finna put you on the spot in a second. Can I ask y'all, is like what would the household look like, your childhood household? Like, what did you learn morally for man and woman in a black home?
My pops wasn't there. Me and my pops got a good relationship now. I love you, Pop. Love you to death. my brother and sister daddy, he was there for a minute, but you know, we had a rocky relationship because I got a big head after a minute. But
Mhm.
you know, I love him to death. But my mama taught me what she could.
Yeah, I'm saying
I
like
saw her like,
in the aspect of like what a man should do for a woman in the household. That's what I'm saying.
I never got that true example.
Go ahead, bro.
Yeah, and now I'm gonna ask like, what was it in a Hispanic household?
Yeah, you go first, buddy.
I'm not Hispanic.
Oh, I mean, well, he had asked.
I was-
For me, like, all right. So my mom and daddy was married my earliest years, and then they divorced. So like in my earliest years, from my perception, I don't even know personally, but from my perception, my dad was the head household. He was the what I would think would be the breadwinner. My mom probably made more than him, but my dad ultimately made the decisions until I can't even tell you why my mom and daddy got divorced. Because in my eyes, it was white picket fence,
Mhm.
roses and rainbows. You know, it was cool. So one morning I woke up, my daddy wasn't there. I was like, damn, what y'all doing? We just ain't finna be together. And I still to this day don't even know the context behind why they even separated.
For real.
Is that a story that you would want to ask, like to know now?
I
like,
can't.
From your mama point of view, though.
For me, because I was with her the other 13, 14, 12 years before I moved out, I wouldn't even, it didn't even matter from her perspective. Cause shit, after that, all I seen was hustle, grind. You know what I'm saying? It's no lack of disrespect. It's no lack of respect for my moms for even me to question her like that. Like, why you ain't need a man?
Yeah.
Because from my perspective, all I could even say is like what I would think she would say. Cause shit, I got you. You know what I'm saying? That's my
Gonna make it happen.
yeah.
Mama
Like mama gonna teach them survival skills. She couldn't teach me to be a man, but she could teach me the survival skills. No question about it. You put me in a jungle with a goddamn knife in a goddamn lighter. I'm coming out that motherfucker good and fat.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? I'm cool.
for sure.
I'm gonna survive for sure.
Yeah.
But I couldn't tell you a true dynamic of from my perspective of what a man and woman household should have looked like in the upbringing.
You know, that just sparked the thought. Like, if your mama can do that for a man, what's the disconnect between the mama and her daughter?
It's because a woman in the societal views shouldn't have to do that. Like women are, from my perspective, women, and I hate to use the word entitled, but women feel like they should be catered to. They're the most softer gender, you know, it's some strong women out there. I'm not saying y'all soft, but I'm saying when you look at it from what you teach your daughter versus what you teach your son, you teach your son to go out there and get it so he can provide. You teach your daughter to go get it, but with the exception of when you get your man, you gonna be taken care of. So it's kind of hard. Like that's not what I would personally instill in my daughters as a man.
Mm.
I'm definitely teaching my daughter, go get it. Don't worry about it. But don't act as if you don't need a man, because you will, if you want to be in that dynamic, you will essentially have to rely on your man.
But you want to teach them how to not depend on a man.
Yeah, don't be dependent.
Yeah.
But you know, when you enter them, when you get of age and you enter them dynamics, hey, you gonna have to fall in line, essentially.
There you go, T. That's your advice right there.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
so-
let me ask you this: since you a girl dad, like I've had a conversation with a friend of mine, and we were talking about how women expect the man to do stuff that they wouldn't even do for themselves, like first date type of things.
Mm-hmm.
It's like you expect me to take you to Atlanta, and we would boss man D-Lo say 50th floor eating hibachi. Like you expect me to do that, and you ain't even took yourself outside of Little Rock. You ain't went to Conway and ate.
I'm not doing that.
Yeah,
Never.
that's not
Ever.
an expectation.
It's not gonna happen. Period.
I don't think that should be an expectation. And I ain't gonna cap. If my daughter ever came to me and was like, yeah, I met this dude. Now I'm gonna have to put some ground rules on us men. If a man wanna leave financially, as in when I meet you, I'm flooding my money, keep that same energy 2-3 years later in that relationship. Cause that's how you personified yourself. Now, if you personified yourself as wholesome, godly, hey, yeah, I ain't got a lot. Even if you did, but I'm saying I ain't got a lot. We can go to the park. We can chill with the woo. And that's y'all basis. Cool. So when you get up and you stable and you where you at in your career, and you, hey, yeah, we can go to Dubai next year, baby. Yeah, we can go to Miami. Yeah, we can go to California, and we can go to Vegas. We can do all these fun things. But just know that's because we here now. That's not how I came off. Now, if you starting off going to Vegas, you starting off taking spring breaks to Panama, keep that same energy.
Hey man, how you start is how you gotta finish,
For sure.
little boy.
You know what I'm saying?
For real.
And truth be told, that's some. I ain't never been none one of them.
Nah.
Baby, get two things for me. When I moved out my mama's house, you can come spend the night. I give you a ride, and I give you a ride. That's about all I could do. We can chop it up, have conversations all through the night, participate in extracurriculars, and if we get there, we there. If we ain't, we ain't.
But you wanna know something though, bro? Like me as having a son, like I even instill in him, like right now to this day, that no matter who he around, like be your authentic self.
Oh yeah, for sure.
You feel me? Especially when you're around, because see, people pick up on that.
Mhm.
Like people pick up on that. And to tie it back around to your question, you know, when it come down to, you know, even when he get into that realm, and I got a little minute. Like I said, shorty, he only 4. He'll be 5. But I'ma tell him that, you know, a wise man once said that a woman that's okay with a little bit of things is a woman that deserves everything.
For sure.
You feel me? So like if you got somebody, man, and she want the first trip to be Dubai, I'm not doing that. But see, a woman that'll be willing to stay patient with a man, and see that's why I wanted to put them 4.5, you feel me, on my baby hand. Because see, she was a woman that stayed patient with a man as he was developing. You know, because even though I've always taken care of what I needed to take care of, at the time of the beginning, that might have been all I had. You know, like that, that's the only thing I probably could do. Well, no, I ain't no probably. We being transparent. That's the only thing I could do was put groceries in the house and then pay the rent for the apartment. And I wasn't really doing, you know, a lot outside of that.
For sure.
We can go to Chili's. You feel me? Ain't nothing wrong with Chili's.
2 for $20.
Come on now.
No, I'm good.
Don't play with the Sprite.
Yeah.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. But see now, you know, now that I've kind of grown into the business and done certain things and been experiencing certain things, now it's okay for me to be able to say, okay, you was faithful over a few. You feel me? You was faithful over a few. So now I can be able to experience you to a lot of different things. Now let's go to the Ritz-Carlton.
For sure.
I bet you ain't no other man took you to the Ritz-Carlton.
Ever.
Ever. Come on now. You know, let's go do this. Let's go do that. Let's go do this. Let's go do that. I don't mind, allowing her to be experience life with me because she was patient with me as I would develop it, even when other people told her not to. Other people said he ain't gonna do it.
It's always them friends.
Oh yeah, bro. And see, we ain't even. Let me take a sip of water. Let me take a sip of
It's
water.
always them.
Because see, I know this gonna be out everywhere.
Mhm.
You feel me? But even when people told her not to be patient,
Mhm.
but see, that's why she got 4.5 and you don't.
Mhm.
That's why she gonna be straight and you may be decent. But that's okay. But see, well, like I say, man, at the end of the day, the woman that's gonna be patient, baby, I got you.
Yeah.
And that's why I'm gonna teach my son. Like, even if you got a lot, bro, don't show you got a lot.
Always.
Take her to McDonald's and see what she order. Free game. Free game.
Free game.
Free game.
Hey, as soon as you pull into the parking lot, she turn her face up.
Let her out. Uber.
Take her back.
Uber.
Take her back.
You know what? Pay for the Uber. But she can't get back in this car. But see, that's the problem with some of us, bro. Some men, they'll be settling for that just because she got a little that on. Man, you can draw a pin and inflate that booty, boy. Like, you better don't be caught up into that. And that's what I'm going to tell my son.
Because pretty privilege is a thing.
Man, that is a thing.
It's a dangerous thing.
I mean, they got OnlyFans, they got everything. Making easy money.
Like,
No,
oh, bullshit.
I don't.
no judgment to the.
I don't judge if you
No
got
judgment.
OnlyFans. That's how you
Yeah.
choose to make your living.
Yeah.
Make your money.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, all right, your looks gonna go one day.
Mm-hmm.
Then what you
And they
gonna
gonna go quick.
Because all
they
you
gonna go
doing
quick.
is Don Julio and seafood boys.
Yeah.
You ain't taking care of your skin.
pH balance crazy.
Like,
I think it's about the self-respect they should have. And well, I have a ride or die back home in Houston. She been through it since we first started. It was like a couple years ago. We started like 5 years ago.
Mm.
And this is before I went pro, and she was there since I'm coming up, you know what I mean? She's been there since she's seen me when I first had my pro fight. She's been there to most of my fights. And when we had our first kid, right when he was born, I had left like a couple days after, which was tough. You know how it is being tough and, a newborn and like you said, sleepless nights and all that. And she's taking care of the house by herself and all that. And, I'm paying the bills and I'm taking care of it financially, but I'm not there to be there, physically.
Yeah.
I had to go to Cali because my management team was out there and I know she was going through what's that called whenever after you
PPD,
yeah.
postpartum.
Yeah. So I know that was gonna be a thing, and I didn't want to leave, but I had to. I had to chase that paper. You know what I mean?
Gotta get
I
it.
had to get that bag, and I had to put that first before that. And she was like, "It's okay, I understand." She like fuck it. Like I'm gonna sacrifice that feeling. And girls being emotional, it was tough on her, and she went through a little bit of depression. I would come back and forth after fights and stay for like a week, but I had to go right back because I had to keep grinding. I was building my career.
Yeah.
And so I respect her for that. And when I got back after a year, I felt some resentment from her because she knew that she wanted me to stay, but I just had to go get it. And, it's kind of painful. It's a balance, like you can't heal from that like fully. So I stayed there for a couple months and, I kind of was with the kid. I gave her some time, free time, and she didn't know she didn't know what to do. What was her next step in life? And I helped her build her studio of eyelashing, and her
Yeah.
business and her LLC. And I set her up, and I was like, all right, well, I'll keep you busy, keep your mind going. And she started getting out of depression, and baby's getting bigger. So then I started coming out of Arkansas, and so I'm rebuilding myself and still building my career. And now we're kind of on good terms and better terms as a couple and as a marriage.
Yeah.
We're not fully married, we're engaged, but it's like a marriage, Typically, you're married, you're in the same household.
Bro, same thing.
Yeah, same thing,
I'm
yeah.
gonna say girlfriend of 5 years, you married.
Yeah.
In
Yeah.
mind.
Bro, same thing.
It's your partner, yeah. So, I respect her for that, putting up with me and what I went through and me chasing the bag. She's ride or die for that. And, I'm gonna put her on my back too, with the kids and just keep going.
And I respect that, man. Because it is a lot of men out here that won't do that. They treat they bottom girl
Better than they treat their man
You know
girl.
what I'm saying? So it's kind of that's admirable for sure.
Appreciate that.
So as a man too, you know what I'm saying? I got married early. I was probably the earliest.
I'm the freshest. Well, no, I ain't gonna say because y'all was engaged, but I'm a year and a half in the marriage. So it's been a lot of ups and downs.
Yeah,
But it ain't nobody I'd rather do that with.
For sure.
Like before we got together, I took some time to figure a lot out
for sure.
because that time was most definitely needed.
Yeah,
And once we got together, I was like, I knew. Like we got together basically the end of January. January 20th. We were engaged by May, married in August.
mm.
Like that was the timeline. And like I said, I knew.
7 years, bro. My girl was with me for 7 years.
Hey, she a real one. Shout out to his lady.
Shout
Shout out to her.
She was with me
Because a
for
lot of
7
women
years.
won't stay that long, especially if you hadn't popped the question.
Yeah,
And to do the things that you said she done done for you, bro, is that hey, salute to you.
yeah, for sure, man. You know, and like I said, bro, and that's why, like, you know, with her, you know, I'm gonna make sure that like every experience that she has is gonna be one to remember. You know what I'm saying? Like she, like, even when it come down, like, no matter what it is, bro. Like I wanna, like, even my kid, even my dude, man. Like I just wanna give him the absolute best. Cause like to go back to the other question, like I didn't, like my mom worked 2 jobs growing up, and my pops was at home. You know,
Yeah.
like no job.
You just at the house chilling all day.
He is, man, doing whatever he was doing. You know, or like, you know, I seen my mom like work a job in the daytime and then go work at the post office at night. You feel me?
Yeah.
So, you know, and like I said, shout out to Pops, man. We gonna be straight. You know, eventually we gonna be straight. But, you know, like that's when I said that grace started kicking in because like 30 years, 30 to 35, 3 kids, back to back to back.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Middle of Pine Bluff. Mom's own the rent house you staying in. You know, in and out the streets. You feel me? We gonna keep it real.
Yeah.
You know, like the people that was considered my uncles. You know, all of them locked up. You know what I'm saying? They're not my uncles. And see, that's why I don't really play. When we was having that conversation at your grandma's house, I don't really kind of play that whole, oh, that's my auntie and that ain't your auntie.
Yeah.
You know how that little, that's an African American thing.
Yeah.
Like they,
Claim family that is not.
yeah, that's not your family. No, that's your whoop the whoop whoop the whoop.
Mm-hmm.
That's who that is. That's not your. This is your aunt, and this is your cousin. It's your cousin free. That's his real family. That's real family. Yeah. So like I don't really play that but it was how I was brought up. Because see, a lot of the people that was supposed to be my uncles, like that's your aunt, wasn't there.
Yeah.
Exposed to whole different stuff. Bro, I could have turned out way different than what I turned out now. Grace to God, shout out to God. But, you know, it's just like, man, it's really important. It's just really important that, you know, no matter what it is that you got going on, bro, that you make sure that you just keep the main thing. Keep the people that you love close and treat them with the amount of respect that they deserve to be treated with, bro. No matter if it's 50-50, no matter if it's, you know, 80-20, 90-10, 100 to 0, as long as that man putting in effort, as long as that woman putting in effort, you know, as long as y'all putting in effort and mean effort with effort, everything gonna work out.
Gems.
Facts.
Jim.
All every day.
All right, man. Hey, it's been a great conversation. The one thing I want to end it on, because I want us to look back on this. Give your future self some words from the wise.
You wanna go first, bro?
Yeah, I'll go first. Um, I would say don't rush your life. I would say take your time day by day, cause you can't outrun all the time, and just always live gratefully. Like be gracious for waking up the next day, and like you said, chase that paper, attract it, be a magnet, and just keep grinding.
For sure.
And you saying this is my like older self?
Yeah, you 36 when you see this.
I'm 36.
You 36 when you see this.
Yo, bro, we 36. We did it. Go take your phone and let's go out the country. Go call the jet. Let's pick up free. We out.
Yeah.
You dig? And we made it, B. And it was all because we wasn't scared to fail, bro. That's it. Shout out to you, dog. Proud of you, G.
I tell myself, man, don't make the same mistakes you made yesterday, because at that point it's gonna become a habit. Simple and plain. Learn from what you did yesterday and build on it, and keep going, because you always gonna make mistakes.
For sure. And to myself, I'ma say, yeah, this probably like the third time you done heard this, fourth time you done heard this. But congratulations on being Disney, my boy. Like your hard work and effort paid off. You know what I'm saying? And even if you didn't make the Disney, guess who you with? FPF Production. Get in where you fit in. Grab your bags and we going to Paris. Ain't that where you want to go? Yeah, we here now. I see you over there. We're gonna visit I've tired, we might fuck on it, but we there. We there. I appreciate you too, my boy, for keeping your sanity, raising them girls, and doing what you could, the best you could. But you there. And once we hop off the plane with Kurt, we're gonna go hop on the yacht, and then we just gonna go fishing in the Gulf or something. You know what I'm saying?
And it's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a good time.
It's gonna be a good time, man.
So,
So, hey, I appreciate you. Free. My guy. My dog. It's been a blessing, bro.
All right, so I want to end it like this. Do you got anything coming up that you want people to attend or to know about, Carlos?
I have a fight coming up either May or June. 17-0. It's gonna be 17-0. Probably-
17.
Then gonna be Vegas or Cali. So I'm just say just follow my Instagram or Facebook page or Twitter or X at Carlos Nava Boxing. I have a TikTok, Snapchat. Y'all follow me and follow the journey, and I'll give you all the what do I say the key things to being successful and as an athlete and nutrition and just all that. I'm posting new videos and just follow the content.
Sure. Kurt, you got anything going on?
If you got a house, call me.
call him.
If you got a house, call, man, you know what? To be honest with you, bro, you know, it's just right now, bro, we're the day-to-day grind, man. We putting down a lot of work. I got a lot of people. Shout out to my team. Shout out to Miss J. Shout out to my guy Josh. Shout out to my new hire, Makita. Man, I got an amazing team, bro, that allows me to be able to, you know, be in the space I'm in and operating what I do, man. So we just working hard, bro. We working hard, we being successful at it, and we keeping God first through it all, bro. And we chilling with it. But if you got a house, you know, you want to sell it, holler at your boy, you know, give me a shout. Right Now Property Solutions. Look us up on Instagram, RN_Property Solutions. Send me a DM. And if you sending me a referral, man, I got you $1,000, bro.
For sure.
So, man, that's just what we got going on, man. I'm gonna be. I know we getting out of here, bro. But I'm gonna say this. This right here. Don't mistake the opportunity, bro, to put yourself in the best financial place that you've ever been in your life, dog. It's a lot going on in the world. Listen to me, people, because I know y'all gonna listen to me. Listen to me. It's a lot going on in the world to distract you from the opportunity of wealth that's about to be transferred. So if you listen to me, as my guys is here, don't mistake the opportunity in the media for a red flag of the government, but instead switch your mindset, drink your water, stay calm, and look for the opportunities to change your fucking life. Because it'll never be another time. And see, this is because we don't know this. We don't know this. You know, we wasn't taught the cycles of money.
For sure.
Facts.
But see, we wasn't supposed to be taught the cycles of money. See, that's and see somebody gonna get me in the comments for that, and that's okay because you just don't
You weren't
understand.
supposed to say that.
Yeah, you just don't understand. But we weren't supposed to be taught the cycles of money because we already financially rich.
Mhm.
We just didn't know it.
Because if I remember correctly, they got a chart, and that chart has been accurate to date,
Yes, sir.
2026.
100%. So it's like a lot of people be like, "Oh, this and that, the government, they tanking the market." You hear me? Listen to me. They're bringing the recession, but it's because they want to transfer them millions and them billions to their people. But you need to transfer it to your people. All right? I ain't saying I'm going to Chris Brown, bro. All right? I bought the tickets, B. All right? I'm not saying you can't have fun, but what I'm saying is,
I did too.
you're right. What I'm saying is, don't mistake this time for a moment in time that's just for panic. Understand that this time right here is for wealth building and wealth transformation.
Mhm.
And if you get yours, you're going to be lit for life. But if you don't get yours, it's your fault. It ain't Trump's fault. It ain't nobody's fault.
Mhm.
It's your fault.
You grown.
You grown. It's your fault.
Tight.
But I'm going to tell you this. My dog, better get that paper.
Better get them funds.
Better
think,
get them funds.
Paper gives you freedom, and freedom is the key in this world.
For sure.
It is.
For sure. So like if I had to just answer, bro, we getting as much as we can, as quick as we can, as far as we can, and we're gonna print it as long as we can.
Yo.
And and we're gonna take that bread and we're gonna go ahead and put it somewhere, whether it's in real estate, whether it's in certain mutual funds. Shout out to QQQ. You missed that. I just gave you some. Shout out to QQQ. We're gonna put it in certain funds, and not yet. We're gonna let them keep taking the market, but we're gonna be ready.
Mhm.
Because when everything hit the fan, we're gonna be so financially in position. And see, that's what's wrong with our people, bro. We never in position, but we got Gucci.
Mhm.
And some of it ain't even real. But if you put yourself in a position now, bro, we gonna be lit for life.
And you know what? Yeah, we got the episode coming. Financials. The money podcast.
Yeah.
It's coming. And I'd love for you to be I need somebody that know that to talk about that.
Come on now.
So we got one of them in the works already.
Hit my line.
I'm just wait. We already got the right folks, so that's coming.
You want to tell them or should I?
Go ahead.
What y'all got going on?
Hey, man, look. Once again, Mommy and Me photo video collaboration between Simple Flicks and FPF. You got a wife, a kid, mama. Make sure y'all lock in. We got 25 slots.
25 slots,
They gonna go quick.
and they going quick
They gonna go quick. So make sure you lock that in.
Is that for Mother's Day?
Yes, sir.
for Mother's Day.
For Mother's
Yep.
Day.
It's already started. It started April 1st.
It went live April 1st.
So, and all the way up into Mother's Day. So get with us.
Either my website or his. Just make sure y'all tap in.
Yo. And on that note, hey, like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend.
And hit that
Look,
bell.
Hit that bell for sure. Tell somebody you love them. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the Concept Podcast. We out.
We out.
Appreciate it, Free.
Peace.